Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Left Side View with Rahul and myself, Amitabh. In this episode, we are going to preview the matches that are going to take place in over the weekend in the top five European leagues. So, as usual, let's start with the Premier League. Rahul, on Monday, we have Manchester United against Southampton, two teams with conflicting fortunes over the week as far as the matches is concerned. United at home, Old Trafford. Your predictions?
Uh, I think, to be honest, this match is a draw written all over it. To be honest, not just this match, but in a way, all United matches seem like they've got a draw written all over them, uh, which is what happened with United in the last match. Now, Southampton will be, I think, fully charged, fully motivated after their defeat of Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So, yeah, it does look like a draw. I just don't see United win matches this season. Like, yeah,
I actually think the most likely result is Southampton winning this one. The second is draw, and then the third United winning. Let's see what happens. And we have Norwich City against Manchester City. I think the less said, the better. We can move on. On Sunday, Burnley host Liverpool after their pretty decent performance against United, a one-all draw, and Liverpool fresh off a 2-0 victory over Leicester, um, with Jota in form, and I think Liverpool should like it won't be easy. Nothing is easy at Burnley, but Liverpool should make this one. Rahul?
I think, yeah, this could be the season where Burnley's fortunes turn out like they turn. I mean, they've had a couple of decent results, especially against the big teams. A draw against United, a draw against Chelsea, a draw against Arsenal. But I don't think that this match. I mean, in Liverpool's match against Leicester, I think Sadio Mane was not involved. So in this match, I think even someone like Mane will be involved. So just imagine Jota, Firmino, Mane, Salah, Luis Diaz. I think they're probably going to unleash all of them. Top is going to unleash all of them. So yeah, could actually be a $3 million phone as well if Liverpool are on it.
Yeah, yeah. Then we have Newcastle against Aston Villa. Both the teams again with a lot of improvement of late. Um, do you see Gumares starting this match? Because he is a player that everybody has been so excited about, but we have not, really seen him at all till now. He did make a substitute appearance, but how do you see this match panning out?
I think two of the biggest clubs in terms of the winners of the transfer window. So yeah, I do actually kind of think that Guimaraes will start, especially because he was on the bench in the match against Everton. Um, Aston Villa got a draw against Leeds, so I don't know why, but I've got a feeling, good feeling in a way, that Newcastle are going to surprise everyone. Not really sure if surprise is the right word because when they've signed so many players, so many good players, is it actually a surprise? But I think they're gonna win for some reason.
I think this will be a draw. Let's see. Tottenham at home against Wolves. Now the one-day rest that Tottenham got, I think, becomes crucial here. And again, second match in a row at home. Wolves lost their home match against Arsenal. Do you see Tottenham winning this one at least, Rahul?
I do, yeah. I think they're just gonna run and run, and I think that is something that can make all the difference against a team like Wolves, especially the fact that Conte lost his first match in charge at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. At least in the league, I don't think he would want to lose two matches in a row.
Yeah, even I think Tottenham should have enough in the bank to take care of Wolves. And finally, we have Leicester against West Ham. Now, this match becomes important because West Ham are still in the top four race, away from home this time around. I I don't know. I see a draw here. Your views?
So if I'm not wrong, I remember I think the corresponding fixture took place. I think it was one of the first fixtures in the league, maybe in the first week or the second week. And West Ham, I think, lost 4-1 or something. I think they also had a player sent off. But then that's the thing. Like, just look at how the fortunes have changed. It looks like Brendan Rodgers is a dead man walking, and I actually, for some reason, have a feeling that Moyes will inflict more misery on Leicester. And in fact, maybe after this match, we could even say goodbye to Brendan Rodgers.
Okay, okay. I still think he has time. I mean, we are still not there yet, but yeah, let's see. Let's see. Leicester, of course, have been abysmal. I mean, we did discuss in one of the podcasts that they had close to 20, 22 days off due to a variety of reasons, and they should have come back refreshed. But actually, the last match they had before the break was them defeating Liverpool, and from there it has all been downhill. Um, okay, moving on to Europe now. We start off with the Bundesliga. Tonight rather, we have Leipzig against Cologne. How do you see this one panning out, Rahul? I think Leipzig should take care of Cologne.
I agree. They've only lost like one match, or I mean, not one match, at least one match since the winter break. Yeah, and that was also the game against Bayern. So they've been decent under Tedesco since the winter break, and I think they're gonna win. I agree.
On Saturday, we have Bochum against Bayern Munich. No prizes for racing, who I'm going for. There's actually been an update of sorts. A new lady has taken over the German FA, and now what she's not proposing, but she's just put it out there that to determine the eventual champions, they should have something like a playoff of sorts. And Oliver Kahn, who's the head at Bayern Munich, one of the best keepers that I've seen. Besides the point, he is like quite open to the idea. He's like, yes, we must at least discuss it. And Rudy Waller, who heads Leverkusen, he was actually against it. So, your views on again the idea itself and again Bochum against Bayern, Rahul?
So Bochum against Bayern, obviously Bayern are the favorites. Uh, Again, it all depends on the execution, right? Because right now it doesn't matter what format it is. Bayern are the best team in the Bundesliga. So whether it's the league or the FE Pokal or any other competition, chances are that Bayern are going to win the competition. I know, like this season, it hasn't really gone to plan. Uh, where they lost to Mönchengladbach, not only just lost, but were actually decimated, demolished 5-0. Let's see if that way we can get a different winner. Otherwise, if it's again going to be Bayern, then there's just no point.
I personally feel that there are a lot of other ways to try and have a fair competition in the league. First of all, will be the equal distribution of the TV rights and stuff like that. And other most important thing is stop selling your best players and coaches to Bayern Munich. I mean, if you actually want to compete with them, just this is something that may be discussed. But see, the whole idea of a league is who is better in Germany. It's 34. The rest of the leagues is 38. Who is like the best in all those accumulation of all those matches? Having a playoff, something that happens in the US, uh, again, it becomes a lottery of sorts, and then maybe to decide the relegation or as happens in the championship, the final team that comes to the Premier League. I mean, it is okay there, but to decide the champions, I think the format right now is pretty fair. Okay, moving on. On Sunday, we have Union Berlin against Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund fresh off a spanking at home 2-5 against Leverkusen. How do you see this one panning out, Rahul?
Uh, this is a difficult one, to be honest. I think it's going to be a draw. I still don't think that they're going to win. Like Dortmund are still not going to win without Haaland, and I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, same here, same here. Okay, Tonight we also have PSG against Rennes. I think first against second in their league. So 13 points lead. I really don't know what you know how much does it matter. But yes, with the Champions League games next week, the top teams will be getting the weekend match out of the way tonight itself. Um, do you think Rennes can overcome PSG once again like they did in the domestic cup?
So Rennes are actually fifth. They are 19 points behind PSG. So again, like you talked about before, it doesn't really matter. Like even if they lose one match, no one's still going to be able to stop them from winning the league. And yeah, so in a way, it's a good thing that at least they're losing the cup competitions. They lost one to Nice, they lost one to Rennes, but in the league, I think it's just next to impossible to stop them. I mean, to be honest, even the fact that they couldn't win last season, that is a big surprise to me. But I don't think that that's going to happen this season.
Okay, moving on to La Liga. Tonight we have Sevilla against Elche. Um, Sevilla have not been, holding up their end of the bargain. They have like dropped so many points of late and unable to pressurize Madrid in any sort of way. Do you see this changing? Maybe Marshall coming to the fore?
I do see changing, but not really because of Martial, to be honest. Not never been a big fan of Martial, but it is what it is. But yes, I think playing against Elche at home, I do think that they'll at least win. Like I don't know if it's gonna be 1-0 or 2-0, but I think they're gonna get 3 points.
Um, yeah, let's go for a Sevilla win. For how long will they keep drawing matches? Just on based on percentages, I think they should win this one. Tomorrow we have Villarreal against Real Madrid and Atletico facing Getafe at home. Your predictions for both the matches now?
So maybe last season or a season, 2 seasons ago, I would say Atletico versus Getafe. It's like a clear cut victory for Atletico, but then that's not the case. Like the way they just crumbled against Barcelona, it's like every match, like any team that they play against, they could actually drop points. I I think they're gonna win, but it's not gonna be a clean sheet. I think 2-1 for Atletico. Other than that, I think Villarreal versus Real Madrid is one of the picks, like yeah, pick of the matches here. Uh, in a way, it depends. I mean, in their last match against Granada, Real Madrid were actually without both Benzema and Vinicius. So it in a way depends on their availability. If those two are not there, I actually think Villarreal could win it. Uh, yes, that's what I think.
Again, Madrid will have the luxury of playing the match after Sevilla's result, so they'll know exactly what to do. I think they should, be able to dispose of Villarreal. Maybe again nick a goal or two, you know, just watch it out. Um, as far as Atletico is concerned, I just have to go with my gut instinct. A draw, draw, draw. That becomes the most likely event. Um, it's so difficult to, yes, there was an odd match against Valencia where they did play well, but again, even after that match, we did speak about how many times is it really possible. And the performance against Barcelona last time around. The whole idea of Simeone was, basing his team on the foundation of a solid defense. And when you take that away from them, they have never been, really too good up front. And he just seems to have some sort of an issue with João Felix and vice versa. So they're definitely not getting the best out of each other. So Atletico to draw, Real Madrid to win it. Um, on Sunday we have the Catalan derby of sorts, Espanyol against Barcelona. Um, I think Barcelona have turned the corner, especially with the kind of transfer window that they have had. Um, I think it was all for us to see what happened last time around against Atletico. I mean, this is the best time to play them, but still, Barcelona did do what they had to do. New players, so and again, in football, I've always been fan of pace. All the skills. I mean, of course, skills are very important, but if you just have sheer raw pace, it makes such a huge difference. And yeah, there's just a feel good factor with Xavi's appointment, and I see that Barcelona should easily win this match actually, maybe 2-0. Rahul?
Well, yeah, on paper, you expect Barcelona to win, but then how Barcelona would, how much like it would be, how much Barcelona like it would be that in one match Barcelona beat Atletico and in the next match they draw or lose against Espanyol. That would be so much like Barcelona in a way. But I mean, I would love something like that to happen, but yeah, I don't really see that happening. I kind of do feel like they're gonna win.
Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, I actually would love Barcelona losing all the matches all the time. Sorry, but of course that is not going to happen. In Serie A, we have Napoli against Inter Milan on Saturday, the pick of the matches. Inter did lose to a direct rival last time around. Napoli have been clawing their way up, trying to, manage all the challenges and situations that they have been put under. At home, Diego Maradona Stadium. Again, Milan had a match midweek. Napoli did not. So maybe that will be crucial. But I somehow feel that this will be a draw. Rahul?
Well, it's actually in a match like this where we will see the tactical credential of someone like Napoli. To be honest, like you mentioned, all these points. On top of that, even Koulibaly is going to be back. I think he's actually going to start this match as well. If they're actually serious about title challenge, this is a match that they need to win, and I have a feeling that they will. And it's going to be like a title race.
So
On
you're going for Napoli?
yes,
Okay. Yeah, you did raise a valid point. As far as title credential is concerned, yes, this will be for all of us to see whether Napoli have what it takes to win. But titles also come with a tinge of luck, and I think this match will also decide how lucky Milan will be in the title race. Because if these teams cancel each other out, I think the biggest winners will be AC Milan. So uh, let's see. Let's see. Again, far too many matches to go right now, but again, a great next chapter to the Italian Serie A title fight. Um, on Sunday we have Milan taking on Sampdoria. Um, do you see an upset here, Rahul?
I actually think it's going to be a draw. So Milan, I think under someone like Marco Giampaolo, former manager of Milan, who was sacked after some disastrous results. Like he's the one who was sacked after like before Pioli came in. And in fact, someone like Stefano Sensi, on loan from Inter Milan, maybe he could have a role to play, to help out his parent club. I don't know why, but I've got a feeling maybe just to spice things up that it's going to be a draw.
Okay, point taken. I think Milan will win. I generally think that. So, of course, that is a little bit of bias. Um, we do have to talk about Mourinho. So, Sassuolo is facing off against Roma on Sunday. Um, I hope Roma wins, but again, you never know which kind of Roma is going to turn up. So, your views?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult match, like all the matches are right now in Serie A. I hope again for Mourinho's sake that Roma win. I mean, he's already had a couple of disappointing results. The nil-nil draw against Genoa, and then they were knocked out 2-0 by Inter Milan in midweek in Coppa Italia, so they need to win.
Yeah, and finally, we have Atlanta against Juventus. Um, both the teams were in action on Thursday yesterday. So that is one, thing that will, I think, play in Juve's hand because they still have a, bigger squad. Um, at home, Atlanta with Zapata out, Vlahovic in for Juventus, it is difficult to see Juventus not getting all 3 points here. Rahul?
I agree. I think it could be a smash and grab for Juventus. Yeah, maybe a 1-0 victory, and then they just defend that lead. Yeah, another big match, to be honest. One of the biggest matches that we have this weekend.
Yes, let's hope for the sake of Atalanta, they at least try and get a draw out of here. But it's difficult as of now to at least predict Juventus not getting on 3 points here.
Again,
And fact, yes, Rahul.
again, this is the match that will show their credentials to stay in the top four, because uh, till now, at least, it has seemed like three spots are pretty much clear in a way: Milan, Napoli, and Inter. But then it did seem like Atlanta were locked for a finish in the top four. But since the signing of Vlahovic, it seems like Juventus could be the one to overtake them. So let's see if they are serious about a stay in the top four. This is the match that will, in a way, not decide, but at least go a long way to show.
Yeah, and finally we have the small matter of the World Club for final. So Chelsea against Palmeiras. I am going for a Chelsea win. Rahul, do you concur?
I have to. I'm a Chelsea fan. Yes, I
Okay,
want.
okay.
I just don't like. It doesn't really matter how we win. Simple as that.
Never, it never matters.
I just want Aspilicueta to win that trophy. It's as simple as that.
Yes, let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
And with that, we come to the end of this podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. We'll be back with the review episode on Monday. Take care and have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.
Right, guys.